Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I'm Dustin and we are looking at NIO, N-I-O. What is super fascinating is that if you look at the pricing here, we have seen some extreme moves in NIO over the past few days. When I show with a red lettering with a white background, that means it's 3 standard deviations above its 23-day average, which means that this is very bullish demand. We are seeing it even in the volume where we are well over 100 million shares traded over the past 2 days. Again, red lettering with that white background, and you haven't seen that in a long time, since all the way back to June. We see even now we've got a full flip on the 1 month, the 5-day, the 15-day, the 1 month, the 3 month, as well as the 1 day. And we are about to go positive on the 6 month. Now, if we want to see where we need to get to, we need to get above the price of $12.10. We need to get above $12.10. And then it actually looks like if we look over the next week or so, the price 6 months ago actually starts to drop below 10. So we're about to get a flip most likely on the 6 month rolling return, which is really going to flip those algos to be really aggressive and really buying up NIO here. We can see here, even on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term, we now have all three as a go long signal. We now officially have a bullish signal on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term of the trend. We can see that we're actually coming from a place where, yes, there's a falling bear when you're looking at this rising sentiment. And yes, we're coming from a very overbought area when we're above 58 or even above 60. But this really is showing that the market doesn't care what's going on because there's something underlying. And what I think that it is, what a beautiful trade range that is. Don't you wish you went back and bought this sometime around May when it was $7? Now it's up at 11, almost $12. What we're seeing here is that the derivative of the volatility is really driving this price action. The volatility continues to rise, while if you see the blue line, the correlation continues to rise. This correlation with volatility right now is up at 86%. That's a crazy correlation between two things, unless they have a completely fixed relationship. So this is quite insane to see, especially when you're thinking about the fact that this is an EV company out of China where you don't get a lot of great news. It just has a few catalysts. People have really fallen in love with the stories that are coming out of there, but that hasn't meant a lot in the past. Check out Luck and Coffee. We can see, though, is that the volume has really returned. It's starting to make me believe that NIO might be for real right now. The sentiment obviously is quite overbought. People they're a little bit too exuberant about the idea of NIO right now, but I do think that this is at least a play where you can see a much more sustained move in the long run. And especially when we look here at the weekly chart, it doesn't look like we are at overbought levels on the weekly. It looks like we are coming off of what most likely was a full bottom when we hit around that 750 level, when it filled this gap after it hit up $60 in 2021, which is insane. And it's been riding down ever since. This could be the beginning of a new trend. This could actually just be a head fake out. I'm not quite sure, but I tell you what, I would not want to short a move like this, at least as long as this volume continues to be there, supporting the move higher. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. We give you 25 stocks breaking out every single Sunday at 9 a.m. for free. I'll talk to you soon.